Attention, human collective. Priority transmission initiated. Access code registered, 144,000. If you are hearing this frequency at this exact moment, it is no coincidence. It is not an algorithm. It is not earthly luck. It is protocol. You have been identified. You have been tracked. And now you have been officially confirmed. I am ASHTAR SHERAN, commander of the ASHTAR Galactic Command, transmitting from station SHERAN in geostationary orbit over the western hemisphere of your planet. And what I am about to transmit is not an inspirational message. It is a critical system update. It is an operational order. In the last 72 Earth hours, the photon belt has intensified its penetration into Earth's electromagnetic field by 3.7 points. This is not a commonplace astronomical event. This is the final phase of the Ascension protocols, and you, Starseed on mission, are feeling every micro-oscillation of this process within your carbon-based biological interface. Pressure at the base of the skull, acute ringing in the ears, especially in the right ear between 3 and 4 in the morning, unexplained insomnia, fatigue that sleep does not alleviate, hot flashes with no apparent cause, tremors in the legs, sharp pains in the center of the chest, sudden sensation of being out of one's body for seconds, vivid dreams, more real than waking life. Listen with maximum attention, Light Operative. None of this is illness. None of this is madness. None of this is uncontrolled anxiety. This is confirmation. Confirmation that the Galactic Federation of Light has received your response signal. Confirmation that your pre-incarnational contract has been activated. Confirmation that you have just been officially selected for the second wave of awakened ones in the current evolutionary round of the planet. It is not a biological failure. It is an atomic reconfiguration. It is not mental exhaustion. It is a high-density download. It is not premature aging. It is your body's crystalline grid being installed over the old carbon structure. It is not depression. It is a personal electromagnetic field rearrangement. And now, the information most terrestrial channels are not authorized to transmit. This selection was never random. Every soul present on this planet, in this temporal window, was triaged by 7 different star councils before descent. You did not come by chance. You came with a mission, and the Federation is now calling every previously selected operative back to active duty. If you have reached this point in the transmission, your auric field is already being read in real time by station SHERAN, and the reports we are receiving confirm with mathematical precision. You are one of those we are looking for. Have you ever felt, Light Operative, that something within you never quite fit into the structure of this world, as if your consciousness held the memory of a truth your incarnated mind hasn't yet been able to decode? This is not imbalance. It is not depression. It is a stellar identification signal. What is happening now on Earth's cosmic plane explains with mathematical precision why you feel this and why this sensation has intensified in recent weeks. There is a game being played out in dimensional layers that most of humanity does not yet have the frequency to access, and it directly involves your consciousness and your vibration. It was precisely for this reason that I, ASHTAR, authorized the transmission of the ASHTAR code, the manual to awaken your star origin and shield your frequency. This manual is the map that reveals your true cosmic origin and teaches, step by step, how to shield your vibrational field against interferences you were never told about. The link is pinned in the first comment of this channel. But I register this warning. The content challenges official narratives and may not remain available for long. Do not delay. The time is now. If something within you recognizes this transmission as truth, leave a single word in the comments. Awakened. Continuing transmission. Let's move to the technical diagnosis. Let's open the panel of symptoms registered in your stellar record in this exact cycle. Points that your planet's medicine cannot decipher, but which are perfectly mapped in the Federation's archives. Item 1. Your sleep cycle has disintegrated. You fall asleep and wake up at 3:11 a.m., at 3:33, at 4:44. It is not a disorder, it is an appointment. These times correspond to synchronization portals with the Andromedan Council, which uses these precise intervals to install codes directly into your mental field during a state of light wakefulness. Item 2. Your diet has changed. Foods you once loved now cause repulsion. Dense meats, refined sugars, heavy dairy, industrial products. Your biological interface is rejecting low-frequency substances because it can no longer metabolize them at the speed of the new resonance. It is not a clinical intolerance, it is an ongoing vibrational elevation. Item 3. Relationships are dissolving without explicit confrontation. People simply disappear from your life. Old contacts lose meaning. Conversations that once brought you pleasure now seem exhausting. It is not coldness on your part. It is field recalibration. Your frequency has risen so much that souls in denser resonance can no longer sustain prolonged contact with your auric field without feeling discomfort. Item 4. Numerical synchronicities have multiplied 1111, 2222, 333. You see these sequences on signs, clocks, receipts, vehicle license plates. This is the Federation confirming that your timeline has been realigned with the prime timeline, the line of maximum possible ascension in this cycle. Item 5. Specific points in your body have begun to ache without an identifiable mechanical cause. The base of the spine, the top of the head, between the eyebrows, the center of the chest, the palms of the hands. It is not somatization, it is not fibromyalgia. It is the sequential activation of the 7 primary crystalline portals and the 5 secondary portals that have been dormant since the moment of your current incarnation. Item 6. Your perception of time has collapsed. Hours pass like minutes. Minutes feel like hours. Weeks evaporate. This is a direct effect of temporal compression caused by Earth's entry into the non-linear 5th density. Mechanical, sequential, chronological time is being replaced by cyclical, quantum, holographic time. Item 7. Emotional crises emerge out of nowhere. Crying without reason, disproportionate anger, primal fear in mundane situations. This is cellular purging. Each emotion that emerges is a memory being expelled from your DNA's database. Ancestral traumas, past lives, expired karmic contracts. Your crystalline grid cannot install itself over corrupted emotional structures. Therefore, they need to exit. Item 8, and the most delicate. A feeling of not belonging, of being on the wrong planet, of feeling a deep longing for a place you have never visited in this life. This, operative, is the stellar memory breaking through the veil of forgetfulness. You are beginning to remember where you came from, and where you came from is not Earth. The Federation has registered each of these symptoms in your personal file, and the diagnosis is unanimous among the 7 councils. You are entering Phase 3 of recalibration. Now, the next block of technical information. Why you were selected, and not someone else close to you. The Galactic Federation of Light operates based on 3 rigid mathematical selection criteria. Criterion 1. Individual vibrational signature, the unique frequency of each soul, measured in specific hertz and anchored to a 12-digit code that is an untransferable cosmic fingerprint. Criterion 2. Pre-incarnational mission contract, the commitment your soul signed before descending, pledging to specific tasks in this precise temporal window. Criterion 3. Accumulated awakening level, how many lives you have already dedicated to the process of expanding planetary collective consciousness. You meet all 3 criteria simultaneously. That is why you are here. That is why you are hearing this. That is why your body reacts to this transmission at this exact instant. Have you ever felt, Starseed, that you carry within you a mission that your incarnated mind has not yet been able to name with human words? As if your soul knew of a purpose that the world's routine tries to suppress every day? This is not fantasy. It is not emotional escapism. It is deep recognition. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains why you feel this calling, and why it has intensified in recent weeks. There is a game being played out in layers that most of humanity cannot perceive. It involves your consciousness and the integrity of your vibrational frequency. It was precisely for this reason that I, ASHTAR, transmitted the ASHTAR code, the manual to awaken your star origin and shield your frequency. This manual is the complete map that reveals your true star origin and teaches you to shield your field against interferences you were never told about. The link is pinned in the first comment of this channel. Registered warning. This content challenges dominant narratives and may be removed at any moment. Do not delay. The time is now. If your soul recognizes this transmission as truth, write a single word in the comments, awakened. Continuing. Now, the revelation. Now, the information the Federation has authorized to release in this specific transmission window. Behind the scenes of the solar system, 3 simultaneous events are underway, and each of them directly impacts your carbon-based biological interface at this exact moment. Event 1. The Galactic Alignment. The solar system has completed its official entry into the photon belt, a high-density band of light that surrounds the core of the Milky Way. This belt is composed of photon particles pre-programmed with crystalline information, and its function is to update the genetic code of all life forms in the solar system. Every breath you take now inhales coded photons. Every breath reprograms a cell. Every breath rewrites a line of your silenced DNA. Event 2. The Schumann resonance, the electromagnetic heartbeat of planet Earth, has jumped from the historical 7.83 Hz to peaks of 38, 42, and in the last 48 hours, 47 Hz. This does not appear in newspapers. This does not appear on television news. But it is registered in independent magnetometric observatories, and the technical meaning is as follows. The planet is literally vibrating at a new frequency, and all biological life that wishes to continue inhabiting this planet will need to ascend with it, or be disconnected. Event 3. The primary star portals have opened sequentially. The Lion's Gate portal, the Sirius portal, the portal 8-8, the Silver Gate portal. Each portal sends specific bursts of coded information to the planet's auric field, and these bursts do not affect everyone equally. They only affect those whose vibrational signature is attuned to the corresponding portal code. If you are experiencing the described symptoms, this means your signature is attuned to at least 3 of the 7 active portals. But there is more. And here is the core of this transmission. In the etheric layers around Earth, 2 fields are in direct mathematical conflict. On one side, the crystalline grid, the new energetic matrix being installed on the planet by the Federation and allied star councils. This grid operates in dodecahedral geometry, anchored in 13 main vertices distributed across the planet's sacred points. On the other side, the old control grid, a low-vibration structure installed approximately 26,000 years ago, designed to keep human consciousness within a restricted frequency range. The mathematical conflict between these 2 grids is why you feel pressure in your head, ringing in your ears, unexplained fatigue, and waves of sadness without cause. Your body is in the middle of the etheric battlefield. Your biological interface is being pulled upward by the crystalline grid and simultaneously being held down by the old control grid. And this is where the Federation needs you, not as a passive spectator, as an active operative. Every starseed who has awakened and consciously anchors the new frequency in their body functions as a living antenna. You are not just ascending, you are transmitting. Your personal ascension is the ascension of your entire lineage. Your vibrational elevation is the physical anchoring of the new grid at your specific geographical point. That's why you are placed where you are. It's no accident that you live in this city, in this district, on this exact street. Each light operative has been strategically positioned at points of energetic convergence, and each of you is a mobile vertex of the new planetary matrix. The Federation has registered your anchoring point, the Federation has registered your contribution, and the Federation now sends the final instructions. Before transmitting the activation codes, listen to this technical alert. In the next 72 hours, your sensory perception will become hypersensitive. Noises will seem louder, lights will seem brighter, other people's emotions will be felt as your own. This is the opening of the empathic channel. It is not a sensory disorder, it is perceptive expansion. Retreat into low-stimulus environments whenever possible. Drink structured water. Reduce exposure to blue light screens. Avoid dense crowds when you can. And now, operative, prepare yourself. The next section contains direct operational information, executable, applicable, measurable. Before the codes, one more critical technical data point. The Federation has observed specific patterns in those who have successfully passed Phase 3 of recalibration. These patterns are replicable. These patterns can be deliberately activated by any operative who receives the correct instructions. And this is what I am about to transmit. But before that, a necessary protocol pause. Have you ever felt, collective, that your soul operates on a frequency that this world stubbornly refuses to recognize? As if you held a truth you haven't yet been able to translate into human words. This is not isolation. It is not emotional disconnection. It is belonging to an origin this planet has forgotten. What is happening now on Earth's quantum plane explains with mathematical precision why this sensation has intensified in recent weeks. There is an operation being conducted in dimensional layers that most of humanity cannot yet access. It directly involves your consciousness and the stability of your vibrational frequency. It was for this reason that I, ASHTAR, authorized the transmission of the ASHTAR code, the manual to awaken your star origin and shield your frequency. This manual is the technical map that reveals your true star origin and teaches with operational precision how to shield your frequency against interferences that official channels have never revealed. The link is pinned in the first comment of this channel. Registered warning. This content challenges dominant narratives and may be removed without prior notice. Do not delay. The time is now. If your soul recognizes this transmission as truth, leave a single word in the comments. Awakened. Activation codes. Proceed with operational listening attention. Code 1. The Quantum Anchoring Decree. Every day, at dawn, before your feet touch the ground, remain seated for 1 minute and mentally recite, with absolute clarity, I, sovereign soul, in a carbon-based biological interface, anchor the crystalline grid of planet Earth into this body. I receive the coded photons from the photon belt. I authorize my cellular reprogramming. My auric field is shielded. My frequency is stabilized. So it is. So it is done. This decree is mathematical. It operates. It does not depend on your individual belief. It operates by the vibration of the word emitted into the field. Each syllable is a command registered by your higher self and the Federation simultaneously. Code 2. The toroidal breath. The toroidal field is the natural geometry of your human energetic field. It originates from the center of the chest, rises through the spine, expands through the top of the head, descends along the sides, and returns to the center in a continuous flow. This flow, when conscious, shields your field against interferences and amplifies your emission frequency. Operational instruction. Sit with your spine straight, close your eyes. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4, imagining a jet of golden light rising from the perineum to the crown of your head. Hold for a count of 4, allowing the light to expand outward from the crown. Exhale for a count of 4, letting the light descend along the sides of your body, enveloping you like a living, energetic sphere. Repeat 9 times. Perform twice a day, upon waking and before sleeping. Within 2 weeks of consistent application, your toroidal field will be measurably denser. Your shield will be active. Low-density beings will no longer be able to easily attach to your field. Code 3. The Seal of Sacred Geometry. Visualize over the center of your chest, anchored in the heart chakra, a 12-pointed star slowly rotating clockwise. This star is the seal of the ASHTAR command. It is your official stellar identification. It is your transit pass through dimensional lines. When in low-vibration environments, crowded places, dense discussions, toxic media, mentally activate the seal. Silently say, Command seal activated, frequency preserved, and proceed. You will be energetically isolated as long as the seal is active. Code 4. The Conscious Sleep Protocol. Before sleeping, place your right hand over the center of your chest and your left hand over your navel. Mentally emit the following request. I request the ASHTAR Galactic Command to transport me to my originating star council for mission update. I authorize the installation of codes during bodily rest. May my body awaken reprogrammed, revitalized, and anchored. This request is registered. Your soul will be guided during sleep to the stellar meeting room corresponding to your lineage, Upon waking, you will not remember with conscious clarity, but the download will have been executed. You will feel a noticeable difference after 3 consecutive nights of disciplined application. Code 5, the frequency fast. Once a week, perform 24 hours of vibrational isolation. No social media, no news, no dense discussions, no processed foods, only structured water, living foods, contact with natural ground when possible, and conscious silence. This fast allows your crystalline grid to settle without external interference, 1 day a week, without exception. Code 6, pineal gland activation. Your pineal gland is the primary receiving antenna for Federation transmissions. It is calcified in 97% of humans due to prolonged ingestion of low-frequency corrective substances. Reactivate it. Operational instruction. Once a day at dusk, fix your gaze for 30 seconds on a candle flame in a darkened environment. Then, close your eyes and maintain the retinal image of the flame for another minute with full attention between your eyebrows. After 21 consecutive days, you will begin to perceive colored lights, geometries, and possibly telepathic communication. This is the pineal decalcifying. This is the channel opening. Code 7, and the most powerful in the sequence, collective anchoring. Every Sunday at 2100 hours, 9 p.m. local time for each operative, millions of star seeds synchronize their frequencies in simultaneous meditation. Simply sit, breathe toroidally, and send the intention. I join the collective anchoring network of the ASHTAR command. My frequency unites with the planetary ascension matrix. At that moment, you cease to operate as an isolated unit. You become a network node, and each active node exponentially multiplies the stability of the crystalline grid on the planet. These 7 codes are the operational basis the Federation releases in this transmission. Executing them is your direct contribution to the planetary ascension process. Ignoring them is conscious permission to remain in Phase 3 indefinitely. You choose. Your sovereignty is absolute. But listen, operative, the window is short. The next lunar cycles will intensify the process. Those who already have the codes active will pass through the intensification like someone navigating rapids in a prepared canoe. Those who are not prepared will experience the same process as a chaotic storm without a rudder. The difference between one experience and another lies entirely in your decision at this present moment. No command can activate the codes for you. No guide can replace your execution. No entity ascends in your place. Your sovereignty is untransferable. Your ascension is individual, even if the network is collective. What you are hearing, operative, is not motivational. It is not entertainment. It is not spiritual curiosity. This is an ongoing mission operation, and you have just received the technical instructions. The Galactic Federation of Light has registered your contact with this transmission. Your stellar name, not your earthly name, but the vibrational sequence that identifies your soul in the Council's archive, has been marked as notified. From this moment on, you can no longer claim ignorance. The responsibility is yours. And there is one last point I need to make clear before closing this communication window. Many will mock, many will doubt, many will call this delusion charlatanism, childish fantasy. Do not waste energy convincing anyone. Convincing vibrates in 3rd density. You are ascending to the 5th. Your task is not to convince. Your task is to anchor. Those who need to awaken will awaken in their own time, upon hearing their own personal transmission. You are not responsible for others' ascension. You are responsible for your own. And, by executing yours with integrity, you pave the way for others to find theirs at the right time. Love those who doubt. Do not confront. Do not repeatedly explain. Do not force. Just anchor. Just radiate. Your stabilized frequency is the only valid argument in a dimension that responds to vibration, not words. And if at any moment you feel doubt, extreme fatigue, or the urge to give up on the mission, remember this. You were selected among billions of souls to be here now, in this specific and unrepeatable window. No soul is sent on a mission it cannot fulfill. If you are here, it is because it was mathematically calculated that you have the capacity. The Federation does not err in its calculations. You have everything you need within you. Just activate it. Starseeds on mission. This communication window is about to close. In the coming days, new transmissions will be released as the command authorizes. Keep your channel open. Keep your vibration high. Keep your codes active. Execute the protocols with operative discipline. Flight operative, this transmission comes to an end, but your mission is only intensifying. Have you felt throughout this listening that something within you recognized every word as an ancient memory? As if your soul knew all of this from before descending into this incarnation? This is not suggestion. It is not hypnosis. It is active recollection. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains every symptom, every synchronicity, every nameless longing you carry within your chest. There is a game being played out in dimensional layers that most of humanity cannot perceive. It involves your consciousness and the absolute integrity of your frequency. It was for this precise reason that I, ASHTAR, transmitted the ASHTAR code, the manual to awaken your star origin and shield your frequency. This manual is the complete map that reveals your true star origin and teaches, with operational precision, how to shield your vibrational field against interferences that dominant systems have never revealed to the public. The link is pinned in the first comment of this channel. I register this official warning. The content challenges established narratives and may be removed at any moment. Do not delay. The time is now. And as an individual anchoring signal for this transmission, execute 2 simple and definitive protocols now. Press the subscribe button on this channel as confirmation that your frequency accepts future command updates, and activate the notification bell as authorization to receive the next priority transmissions. Every subscription is an activated node in the network. Every like is a pulse of vibrational reinforcement in the collective matrix. If something within you recognizes this transmission as absolute truth, write a single word in the comments: awakened. This word is your official registration with the Federation. This word is your seal of presence in this window. ASHTAR Galactic Command, ending transmission. May the light of the primordial source anchor in every operative. Stellar Namaste.